I want us to come to the part of the session where we get answers for this life. So Ezekiel, you've been with him a long time. I want you to describe to me what was the purpose of that past relationship that he discussed with me. What was going on there? Did he contract to do that?
No.
He didn't contract to do that?
No.
So how did he end up working with that person?
I was told to.
You was told to?
Yes.
Who by? Who told him?
The white people.
The white people? So what did they want you to do in this life then? What did they tell you? Ask them. Be more specific for me.
The consciousness.
So what was the purpose? Was it to raise his consciousness? Or
Yes.
to raise? And how do you think he's done now? He's actually challenged and completed that relationship.
I don't know. Better.
Better? Yeah. So can he release that relationship from his life now that he's completed that contract?
Yes.
So you need to release it. And I also want to ask, what's the thing that he has about Vegas? What's the link with Vegas and the tattoos?
Tattoos are marking. He needed to be marked. He was marked many lives ago.
Why was he marked? What's the purpose of marking him?
Various. Slavery. Warrior. Identification.
Warrior and identification. And did all this happen in Vegas in previous lives, or what was the purpose of going to Vegas for it? Is that the one particular man that he did the tattoos, or was it several?
Just one. It's like coming home.
So did you want to carry the memory of those achievements, of that you being a warrior, with you in this life?
No, memories.
Memories. No, thank you very much. And I want to ask about his granddad, who we found now to be his guide. He says that pigeons will be his connection. So how does his granddad connect with him? Does he come in his dreams, or does he just come in his thoughts? Give us some example.
Always here.
He's always there. Very good. Very good. And can you tell me about his son? What's the purpose of that relationship?
That's a contract from before.
It's a contract from before. Yeah. And tell me, is that contract going to be fulfilled?
Not in this life.
Not in this life. So what is that contract? Is it something that you can share?
Acceptance.
Acceptance? Is that for him to accept, or for his son to accept?
His son.
His son to accept. So his son has to accept him as he is?
No.
No.
His intention and energy.
I see. Very good. Can you tell me about the artist in my client? Where does that come from? I want you to connect with that energy when he's in that mindset, when he's painting and drawing. Where does this energy, this natural talent that he has, come from?
France.
France?
Mm.
What year in France? Just see the numbers come now.
1732.
1732. What was he doing in France then?
He was a painter.
He was a painter.
Paris.
Oh, he's in Paris. What kind of painter did he paint? Stone, walls, or pictures?
Just landscape pictures.
Landscape.
Portraits.
And when he's painting, what does that landscape and portraits? And what does that bring to his energy when he's connecting with that memory? Why does he go to that meditation of painting and all that artwork?
The painting eased the pain.
Ease the pain? Is this a physical pain or a mental pain?
Mental pain.
Mental pain. So it's a good thing then. And Ezekiel, can you tell me why as a child he saw all those planes? I want you to connect now with that memory of when he was a child. How old was he when he saw all these planes?
4.
He was 4 years old. So describe to me what was going on there.
Flying. Pigeons. He wants to fly.
He wants to fly.
To be free. Mentally, not physically.
Mentally. Thank you. And what about Hamburg in 1978-79? What was going on there?
We don't know.
You don't know?
No.
So describe to me exactly what happened to him in Hamburg.
He was walking down the street and we turned right, and turning down the street was like a time shift. Everything went to black and white. Everybody was German soldiers. There were tanks driving up the street. And then when he turned left, it was back to normal.
So did he have a time slip?
Yes.
I'll just put that. And can you tell me about that trip from California to Richmond? What was all that about?
I was rewinding time.
Rewinding time? Why were you rewinding time?
Because I came from east to west in a previous life. In a wagon train.
East to west in a wagon train?
Yes.
And what was the purpose of him doing that in this life? Was it purely to go backwards? Or was this another reason?
He went to see people. But the journey took him back in memory.
Was this good for him to reflect?
Yes.
Tell me, was his granddad with him when he went on this journey?
Yes.
Were there any other guides that were with him on this journey?
Yes.
A
boy and a girl in a car.
A boy and a girl in a car?
Yes. But they weren't real.
They weren't real?
No.
When you say they weren't real, were they a figment of his imagination? Were they alien?
He was hallucinating.
He was hallucinating?
Yes.
So he'll be able to understand this when he gets back into the room?
They're in his life now.
They're in his life now? Does he know who they are?
Yes.
Well, we'll leave it with that because I think they're close family. So are they close family?
Yes.
Can I ask about the lessons about his father?
What?
What? What was the purpose of him having that relationship with his father?
I don't want to talk about that.
Does the relationship with that father actually connect with that character who murdered his father.
Of course it does.
Of course it does.
Of course.
Tell me, somewhere in that body, have a scan. Have we got any memory residue of that father in there? Where does he hold those memories?
They've all gone.
They've all gone? Mm-hmm. Is that the end of that conversation?
Well, I want to know if you think I'm lying.
Uh-huh. I'd like to be able to speak to your grandfather, so I'm going to tap you on the forehead and count 3 to 1 and be able to speak to your grandfather. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1. Grandfather, scan this body for me. I just want you to check around. You've been with him long enough and you're his guide and sole provider and supporter.
He's a lying little shit.
He's a lying little shit. I thought he might be. So tell me, where does he hold all that residue memory?
In his lower back.
In his lower back? The left, the right, or in the
Left.
centre? Lower back. Mm-hmm. So let's get to work then. I just want to be able to connect with that energy. So I'm just going to go put my hand on your tummy here. And I'm going to push my energy all the way down to this lower back so that I can connect with that energy. Grandfather, what does this lower back energy do to him? What symptoms does it cause?
Severe pain.
It causes pain.
Tightening of the muscle he has to lean over.
Uh-huh. Grandfather, what I want you to do is I want you to go down now as my hand pushes down onto this tummy area and going right the way down to the roots of the back there. Go in there and start pulling all those memories out. It's time for him to heal. That's part of this session. Very good. Go in there now and start pulling those memories. He's learnt the lesson. He doesn't have to hold on to the pain. It's just a lesson. So keep going now, gathering all that memory up. How are you doing, Grandad?
I'm alright, good.
Good?
Yeah.
Have you got all that energy in my hand?
Yeah.
Very good. So I'm going to collect this energy now, and I'm going to ask Archangel Zadkiel to step forward and take that up to spirit. Thank you very much. Grandad, what can we put in this lower back? Because obviously it's had a bit of a beating all this while. What can we put in this back? With it a word or a colour, just to give strength to this back?
He'll be alright.
He'll be alright. Thank you very much, Grandad. I want to step back now as I tap you on the forehead. Thank you. Okay, Ezekiel, what is this about inequality that he has? Explain to me, why has he got this passion?
Too many lives on the other side.
Too many lives on the other side?
Yeah.
When you say on the other side, is it a different planet or is it
No, just poor.
just poor?
Inequality from rich to poor.
Uh-huh. And how's he doing with challenging himself emotionally with that?
He's okay now.
He's okay. Very good. Rich to poor.
How did you know I was lying?
Because I asked your grandfather. Because you really didn't want to face that pain, did you? But it was holding you back. It's gone now.
Can't trust him.
You can't trust yourself.
Can't trust him.
Can't trust him.
No.
Tell me about these dreams of flying. What's going on there?
Don't know. Silver people do it.
Silver people?
Yes.
Is he a silver person then?
No, but he's led by them.
These silver people that you talk about, are they earth beings?
No. Energy.
Energy. It's energy. Where does this energy come from? Does it come from anywhere we know?
The source.
It comes from source. Do I have permission today to speak with one of these silver people, this energy?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm going to tap you on the forehead and bring that silver energy through. 3, 2, 1. Good evening, silver energy. Do you have a name that I can call you?
Names aren't important.
Names aren't important. Tell me, what is the purpose of you coming down to visit my client?
We're checking on Grandad.
All right. So does Grandad work with you or for you, or?
For us.
He works for you. Uh-huh.
Guiding your client.
He works for them, guiding. I see. Uh-huh. So when we describe you as silver people, are you part of an order?
I'm energy.
Your energy.
Visually, for the human, I look like a man.
I see. And how's the Grandad doing as a guide?
He's good.
He's good.
He's had enough time.
Uh-huh. And do you do this with quite a few people
Yes.
on the earth plane?
Yes.
Uh-huh. How do you connect with them? Do you connect with them during the day or in their sleep time?
All the time.
All the time.
Through the source. Through the guide.
How are you directed to any particular person? How do you know those that need help?
How would we not know? We're all energy.
Uh-huh.
And it's spreading the energy.
It's spreading the energy.
Yes.
Now, this energy that you're coming down to earth at the moment and spreading, I want to ask you about this change in atmosphere, this change in people's awakening. Can you describe to me what's going on here? Why is all this change happening to us? Why are we becoming more alert, more awake?
Collective human consciousness will end the world.
It will end the world?
Yes.
End the world as we know it?
As humans know it.
As humans know it?
Yes. Consciousness will prevail.
And what will that bring us then?
We are looking for enlightenment.
Oh, right. So we're coming for an enlightenment.
Yes.
And do you do this on other planets?
Yes.
I know we talk of aliens. I don't know what you describe them as. That's just our stock name for them.
They're just energy like you.
So aliens are energy.
Yes.
Has my client had a life, as we would say, an alien life, or has he always had lives on Earth?
You use alien, it's not alien. Alien is a word you use to describe something you don't understand.
Yeah.
It's energy.
It's energy. Has he had
Dimensions.
dimensions?
Yes.
Can my client travel through dimensions?
Yes.
Does he travel sometimes?
Yes.
Why does he travel? What does he gain by travelling? Does he go to collect something, or?
No. Time is an illusion. We all travel as energy.
We all travel as energy.
Yes.
Well, I think we've come to the end of our session today. Before you leave, is there a message that you'd like to give to my client, or to me, or to the world?
No.
No.
Your client knows. His grandfather has taken him to the point where now he understands.
He understands?
Yes.
Has my client got a job to do now
Yes.
after this session?
Yes.
Can I ask you, who directed him towards me then for this session today?
I did.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So am I to do these sessions with other people then?
Yes.
What did I contract to do this?
No. It's your calling.
It's my calling.
Contract is to achieve a thing between one and another.
So it's like my vocation.
Yes.
I do feel it is my vocation.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I want to thank you for working with me today, and I'm going to bid you farewell as I bring my client closer now into the room, and as we begin to connect with the body,